In this video, you will find out what is your elementary algebra level by taking this test that contains 20 questions. I will then provide the solutions with explanations for each individual question. So then, let's start with question 1. Simplify the expression 2x times 5x minus 1 minus 7 times 3x squared minus 2. Below, we have 4 possible solutions and only one of them is correct. So then, please pause the video and find the right solution. I hope you got it right, and now let's see what the correct answer is. The correct solution is B. To simplify this expression, first we need to remove the parentheses and then combine the like terms. 2x times 5x is 10x squared, 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x, negative 7 times 3x squared is negative 21x squared, and negative 7 times negative 2 is positive 14. Then we'll combine the like terms 10x squared and negative 21x squared. Together they make negative 11x squared. Then we bring down minus 2x and plus 14. And now let's move to question 2. In this question, evaluate the expression 2b minus a squared minus c given that a is negative 3, b is 4, and c is negative 1. Please pause the video and find the right solution. I hope you got this one right, and now let's see the correct solution. The right answer is A. In this expression, we replace b with 4, a with negative 3, and c with negative 1. Notice that when we replace a variable with a negative number, we have this negative number in parentheses. Then here, negative 3 to the second power is positive 9, so we bring down minus 9. Then these two negatives make a positive, then we bring down plus 1. Then 8 minus 9 plus 1 equals 0. Now let's continue with question 3. Solve the linear equation 5 minus 2 times parenthesis x plus 4 equals negative 3x. Please pause the video and find the right solution. Now let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is A. To solve this equation, first we need to remove the parentheses by using the distributive property. So we bring 5 down, and then negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Also, on the left side, 5 minus 8 equals negative 3, so now we have negative 2x minus 3 equals negative 3x. To isolate x on the left side, we will add 3x to both sides. Then on the left side, negative 2x plus 3x is 1x, then we bring down minus 3, and on the right side, negative 3x and positive 3x cancel, and we get 0. Then from here, if we add 3 to both sides, we will get that x equals 3. Now let's continue with question 4. Solve the formula A equals P plus PRT for R. Please pause the video and find the solution. Now let's see the right answer. The right solution is D. In this formula, R is on the right side, and to solve for R, first we will subtract P from both sides. Then on the right side, P will cancel. Then we will have A minus P equals PRT. And now, because R is multiplied by P and by T, to solve for R, we will divide both sides by PT. Then on the right side, P will cancel and T will also cancel. Then we will have R equals A minus P over PT. And now let's continue with question 5. Here we are given 2 points with the coordinates 3, 4 and 5, 8, and we need to write the equation of the line that passes through these 2 points. Please pause the video and find this equation. Now let's see what is the right answer. The right answer is D. To find the equation, first we need to find the slope of this line. If we have 2 points with the coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2, then the formula for the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this is rise over run. Then if we replace the numbers given above, we get that the slope equals 2. Now to write the equation of the line, we will use the point slope form y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. In this form, we will replace m with 2 and x1 and y1 with 3 and 4. Then if we solve this equation for y, we get that y equals 2x minus 2. Now let's continue with question 6. Here we have a graph and we need to write the equation of this line. Please pause the video and find this equation. Now let's see what the right answer is. The right answer is C. This line crosses the x-axis at -6 and the y-axis at 4. To write the equation, first we will use these 2 points to find the slope. From this point to this point, the rise is 4 units and the run is 6 units. Then the slope is 4 over 6, which is reduced to 2 over 3. Now this line crosses the y-axis at 4, therefore the y-intercept equals 4. And now to write the equation of this line, we will use the slope-intercept form y equals mx plus b. In this form, m represents the slope and b represents the y-intercept. Then the equation of this line is y equals 2 over 3x plus 4. Now let's continue with question 7. In this question, solve the system of 2 equations 5x plus 3y equals -1 and 2x minus y equals 4. Please pause the video and find the right solution. Now let's see what the right solution is. The right solution is B. To solve this system, we can use the addition method. With this method, we add the 2 equations together, and when we do this, we want one of the variables to be eliminated. A variable can be eliminated if it has opposite coefficients, like 3y and -3y. And because initially we did not have a -3y, then we had to start by multiplying each term of the second equation by 3. So 2x times 3 is 6x, -y times 3 is -3y, and 4 times 3 is 12. And now if we add these 2 equations, 5x plus 6x is 11x, 3y minus 3y cancels, and -1 plus 12 is 11. Then if we divide both sides by 11, we get that x equals 1. Now to find y, we can choose either of the 2 equations and replace x. We can choose the first equation and replace x with 1. Then 5 times 1 plus 3y equals -1. From here, if we solve this equation for y, we get that y equals -2. So the solution is the pair of numbers 1, -2. Now let's continue with question 8. Find the product -3x to the 5th power times -2 x to the 4th power. Please pause the video and find this product. Now let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is C. To find the product, we need to multiply -3 and -2, which equals 6. Then we need to add the exponents 5 and 4, which makes 9. Now let's continue with question 9. Use FOIL to find the product of 3x squared plus 5 and negative 2x minus 1. Please pause the video to find this product. And now let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is A. FOIL tells us that we have to multiply the first terms, then the outer terms, then the inner terms, then the last terms. So 3x squared times negative 2x makes negative 6x cubed. 3x squared times negative 1 is negative 3x squared. Then 5 times negative 2x is negative 10x. Then 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. Then, since we don't have any like terms, this polynomial will represent the solution. Now let's continue with question 10. In this question, we need to find the quotient 6b to the 9th power minus 12b to the 4th power plus 3b cubed over 3b cubed. Please pause the video and find this quotient. And now let's see the correct solution. The correct solution is D. A simple method of dividing any polynomial by a monomial is to rewrite this expression as a sum of individual fractions. So we write 6b to the 9th power over 3b cubed minus 12b to the 4th power over 3b cubed plus 3b cubed over 3b cubed. Then, to get the final result, we need to simplify each of these individual fractions. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Then these exponents need to be subtracted, so 9 minus 3 equals 6. Then 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 4 minus 3 is exponent 1. In the last fraction, 3b to the 3rd power divided by 3b to the 3rd power equals 1. Now we will continue with question 11. In this question, simplify the expression and write it without negative exponents. The expression is 3 times parenthesis x to the 2nd power times y to the negative 5th power all to the negative 2nd power all divided by y to the negative 4th power. Please pause the video and find the right solution. And now let's see the right answer. The right answer is C. First, we bring 3 down, then both x and y need to be raised to the negative 2nd power. For this, we need to use the power rule and multiply the exponents. So for x, 2 times negative 2 equals negative 4, and for y, negative 5 times negative 2 equals positive 10. Now in the next step, we have y in the numerator and y in the denominator, and to divide them, we need to subtract these exponents. So first we will bring down 3x to the negative 4th power, then we will subtract 10 and negative 4. So here we will have y to the power of 10 minus negative 4. Notice that I don't write just 10 minus 4. Instead, I need to write 10 minus negative 4. Then 10 minus negative 4 is 10 plus 4, which makes 14. And now we have the expression 3 times x to the negative 4th power times y to the 14th power. Then in the last step, because this x has a negative exponent, we will move it down to the denominator and the exponent will become positive. Then the final expression will be 3y to the 14th power over x to the 4th power. And now let's continue with question 12. Given the expression 12x to the 3rd power y to the 4th power minus 8x to the 6th power y squared plus 16x to the 7th power y to the 2nd power, factor out the greatest common factor. Please pause the video and find the solution. And now let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is B. We have a polynomial that has 3 terms and each one contains a number. Then first, we need to find the largest number that goes into 12, 8, and 16. This number is 4. Next, each of these terms contains both x and y. If they have different exponents, then we need to factor out each variable with the smallest exponent. For example, the exponents of x are 3, 6, and 7, so the smallest exponent is 3. Then we factor out x to the third power. Y has the exponents 4, 2, and 2, so the smallest exponent is 2, and we factor out y to the second power. Now, to understand what is left inside the parentheses, one easy technique is to divide each of these terms by 4x cubed y squared. Then in the first term, 12 divided by 4 is 3, x cubed cancels, and y to the fourth power divided by y squared is y squared. Therefore, the first term here is 3y squared. Then we bring down the negative, and 8 divided by 4 is 2, x to the sixth power divided by x cubed is x cubed, and y squared cancels. Then the second term is minus 2x cubed. Then in the last term, 16 divided by 4 is 4, x to the seventh power divided by x cubed is x to the fourth power, and y squared cancels. Therefore, the last term in parentheses is 4x to the fourth power. Now we will continue with question 13. Factor the binomial 16x to the second power minus 25. Please pause the video and find the solution. And now let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is B. The given binomial is a difference of two perfect squares. We can write 16x squared as 4x all squared, and we can write 25 as 5 squared. Then the formula for factoring a difference of two perfect squares is a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. According to this formula, we can write 16x squared minus 25 as a product of 4x plus 5 and 4x minus 5. Now let's continue with question 14. Factor the trinomial x squared minus 8x plus 12. Please pause the video and find the right solution. And now let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is D. To factor this trinomial, first we need to find two numbers whose sum is negative 8 and whose product is 12. These numbers are negative 6 and negative 2 because negative 6 plus negative 2 makes negative 8 and negative 6 times negative 2 makes positive 12. Then the factorization is a product of two binomials, x minus 6 and x minus 2. Next, we will continue with question 15. In this question, solve the polynomial equation x cubed minus 5x squared plus 6x equals 0. Please pause the video and find the solution. And now let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is A. In this equation, we factor the left side by factoring out x. Then we factor the trinomial inside the parentheses x squared minus 5x plus 6 as a product of x minus 2 and x minus 3. Now we have a product of 3 polynomials, and this product is equal to 0. Then we use the zero factor property to set each of these factors equal to 0. So x equals 0, or x minus 2 equals 0, or x minus 3 equals 0. Then one solution is x equals 0. Then in this equation, if we add 2 to both sides, the next solution will be x equals 2. And in the third equation, if we add 3 to both sides, we will get that x equals 3. Now let's continue with question 16. In this question, solve the rational equation 1 over x plus 5 over 6 equals 3 over 4. Please pause the video and find the solution. And now let's see the right solution. The right solution is C. In this equation, the denominators are x, 6, and 4. The least common denominator is 12x. This means that x goes into 12x, 6 goes into 12x, and 4 goes into 12x. We will multiply both sides of the equation by 12x to eliminate all these denominators. Then on the left side, 12x times 1 over x equals 12 because x and x cancels. Next, we multiply 12x by 5 over 6, and 12 divided by 6 is 2, so now we have 2x times 5, which makes 10x. On the right side, 12x divided by 4 is 3x, and 3x times 3 is 9x. Now we have 12 plus 10x equals 9x, and if we subtract 10x from both sides, we will get that 12 equals negative x. And now to get positive x, we will multiply both sides by negative 1. Then negative x times negative 1 is positive x, and negative 1 times 12 is negative 12. Let's continue with question 17. Simplify the radical square root of 75. Please pause the video and find the right solution. And now let's see what the right solution is. The correct solution is A. The number 75 is not a perfect square, but we can write 75 as a product of 25 and 3. Then according to the product rule, we can write this expression as the square root of 25 times the square root of 3. Then because square root of 25 is 5, the result will be 5 times square root of 3. Now let's continue with question 18. In this question, simplify the radical square root of x to the 4th power, y to the 7th power, and z to the 8th power. Pause the video and find the right solution. And now let's see the solution. The right solution is B. In this expression, square root of x to the 4th power equals x squared because x squared raised to the 2nd power is x to the 4th power. Also, the square root of z to the 8th power equals z to the 4th power because z to the 4th power raised to the 2nd power will be z to the 8th power. However, y to the 7th power is not a perfect square, therefore we need to write it as a product of y to the 6th power times another y. Then the square root of y to the 6th power is y cubed because y cubed raised to the 2nd power is y to the 6th power. So here we have x squared, y cubed, and z to the 4th power. However, this y remains inside the square root. Now let's continue with question 19. In this question, solve the quadratic equation 3x squared minus 6x plus 1 equals 0. Please pause the video and find the solution. And now let's see the right solution. The right solution is B. This equation has the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. In this equation, a equals 3, b equals negative 6, and c equals 1. Because on this side factoring doesn't work, another alternative is to use the quadratic formula. That is x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. If in this formula we replace a, b, and c with the numbers above and we simplify this expression, then we get that the solution is 3 plus or minus square root of 6 over 3. And now let's see the last question Number 20. Given the function f of x equals the absolute value of 2x minus 9, find f of 3. Please pause the video and find the correct solution. Now let's see the correct solution. The correct solution is D. To find f of 3 means to find the value of the function when x equals 3. So then in this function we replace x with 3. Then 2 times 3 equals 6, 6 minus 9 equals negative 3, and absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. So here we have all 20 questions, and I hope you had fun solving each one of them. Congratulations if you got all of them right, and if you got at least 14 questions right, this is an impressive score as well. Please let me know in the comments below how many correct answers you got and if you used any other methods to solve these questions. Please subscribe and thank you for watching.